What is going on, guys? We are back again with another free pick video, this time for college football. This coming up weekend should be a pretty good weekend for college football. Um, for starters, we just had Thursday night football, Detroit versus Green Bay. Not a lot of things went our way. I knew that Jared Goff and Jameson Williams was going to be a lock, and that was, but just had a couple slight hiccups along the way. So it didn't really go our way, but I'm not complaining because after last week, on week 13, we absolutely blew it out of the water. So 3 or 4 losses doesn't really hurt. As you can see, this is how our week 13 started on Thanksgiving. Won these 4 on Prize Picks. Had a good Friday win right here, that 9.5x. So won these 4 as well for college football. Had some Texas Tech with some Oregon and Miami on there. And then we had finished it off with some Monday Night Football over here. And then some Patriots and Steelers. I knew Steelers was the go-to. And then we also had these two 20x plays on BETR. So these were $20 and they both paid $400 each. Both these plays hit. Those were absolutely great. When you hit the 20x's, it boosts you so much. It's insane. So that's why I love BETR. And then we finished it off with this 6-man 25x play on Dabble. So all in all, week 13 was absolutely insane. We had an 83.5 unit weekend in just 1 week. So a $20 better that copied all of my plays profited $1,670 in just 1 weekend. So I am absolutely thrilled, and I can't wait to continue that into this coming weekend as well with college football and NFL. So let's go ahead and hop into this free play for college football. Obviously, one of the bigger games for this weekend is Texas versus Georgia. They got a rematch for this year, and obviously Texas didn't go their way last time they played, and Georgia kind of put a beating on them a little bit. But this go around, we all know, just like how I talked about in my Thursday night football video, that was a rematch for this year as well. They never go the same. So you can't go looking on their game logs and just think that the way that last game went a couple weeks ago is going to be how this game's going to go. That's never the scenario. So I do see it that they've played each other already. They know each other a little better. They got a lot more tape. And I think that this game, round 2, is going to be a lot more action-packed. Texas is the favorite to win, even though they lost their last time. So it's going to be a pretty interesting game. So with that being said, the first play I'm going to do is I honestly think that Texas is going to take the lead, and I think that Georgia is going to be playing from behind a little bit. Not too much. I think it's going to be about a 1-score game, very high action. So I'm going to take the over on Carson Beck, 245.5 pass yards going up against Texas. And who I'm going to pair that with is, let's go ahead and find it. I am going to pair it with Lawson Lucky, 20.5 receiving yards. He's been doing pretty good lately, so we need some reliability here. Hit the last 5. I'm going to pair that with him. Now, who I'm going to pair this with, I'm not going to do Texas because I don't want that payout to dip for that same game play. So I'm going to come down here and I'm going to take Dylan Gabriel for the Oregon Ducks. They really dropped his projection at 236.5 because he's been going under a lot lately. And if you've been following me and you've been writing my plays, you know I've been taking the under. I take the under on Dylan Gabriel a big majority of the time because most of the time they're going to these games and they're just huge favorites. You know, sometimes they're 30-1 favorites. So they really have that more NFL style to where when they're ahead, they don't find that need to just keep throwing the ball like a lot of other college teams like Miami, for example. So I've been taking the under on Dylan Gabriel a lot, but this game going up against Penn State, they're not massive favorites. They're actually just slight favorites. So I think it's going to be a little more action-packed. It's a high-scoring game. And whenever he actually plays pretty decent teams, you know, and he's forced to throw, he actually puts up some pretty good yards. And at the beginning of the season, Dylan Gabriel's line was set at like 290. So to get it at 236 right now is great. So I am going to take the over this week, even though I usually take the under. Now, as far as the receiver I'm going to pair it with, the receivers are kind of all over the place. You know, we got Tez Johnson, you know, he's definitely probably their number 1, but I mean, he's just kind of all over the place. You know, sometimes he'll get 11 yards, you know, 36 in the last matchup. So it's really hard with Tez Johnson. He usually gets a really pretty late start, get some yards later in the game, but I'm not going to trust it. So the play that I like right here is we're actually going to take the running back, Jordan James, 15.5 receiving yards right here. He's gotten that obviously pretty well lately. But the other reason why I want to take this is not only because he's been hitting that a lot, but because it brings the payout up to 9x. So if we were to do a same game play for Texas, Georgia, it would only be 7.5. And then a normal play with just quarterback, receiver would only be at 8x. So to add this running back on there, it brings it up to 9x. So that is great value. So we got the Georgia 2 up there. Carson Beck and Lawson Lucky with Dylan Gabriel and Jordan James. And I'm going to lock that in right there. And then I have 2 more other plays on BETR and Dabble. So we can go into those as well. So those are winnings. So this is the play that I have for BETR. And I usually only do these styles of plays. And that's why I always preach to spread your money across other platforms, because they offer different things. So I do different style of plays because they have different payouts, and I use every platform to the best of that platform's ability. So on BETR, I really like to do these 20x plays. You just do one boost. You do a 4-man with 1 boost, and it brings that 4-man up to 20x. So I took Dylan Gabriel over 285.5 pass yards. That is the boost that's going to bring this up to 20x. And just because I think that this is supposed to be a pretty high scoring game, and it's supposed to be pretty back and forth. They're not massive favorites like they usually are. So there's going to be a lot of throwing involved. And to get the boost at 285.5, I think that's really great value. And then as far as Jordan James, I took the under on longest rush. So that's not going against the other bet. That was a receiving yard play for Prize Picks. And the crazy thing is that every game they play, Jordan James has actually only hit this 2 or 3 times this season. So I think that's great value as well. And then I took Carson Beck over 21.5 completions. He hits us most of the time. And going up against Texas, which is going to be a very pass-heavy game, I really like that line. And then we took the over on Wisner, the running back for Texas, 11.5 longest catch. Not only has he seen a big uptick in volume ever since he became the starter, but he has a pretty good receiving upside lately. So even when back in, several weeks ago, he was still getting a lot of these long catches, 40-yard catches and stuff like that. So I love this play. So if you want to lock this in and you don't have BETR already, download BETR using code CaliLocks. You get your first deposit matched up to $200, and you'll also get several free squares on there as well. So you can add these to it. And every prop that you add on to this from this moment on will add an additional 10x. So if you had 2 more people on this, that'll be 40x, and you can have a pretty insane little bit of a long shot play there. But like that play. And then for Dabble, I have this play right here. So we took the overs on Texas. Like I said, I think it's going to be a pretty high action game. So I took the overs with Quinn Ewers, Gunnar Helm, and Matthew Golden right there. And then I paired it with the other Texas team, SMU. So they're going up against Clemson. That should be a pretty good game. And Kevin Jennings has been killing it lately. So I really love that prop right there. And then just added his receivers, Keyshawn Smith and Matthew Heibner on there as well. So this is a 6-man play. It pays 21x. So I love that play. Now, the cool thing about Dabble is if you sign up and use that code CALI25, they just give you a free $25 to play with. So you don't have to even enter your credit card information, anything like that. You just download the app, use that code CALI25, and you get that free $25 that hits your account instantly. So I'll have the links for Dabble and BETR down in the description below. So just make sure to check those out. It'll take you right where you need to go if you want to download those and you don't have those already and you want to ride these plays with me. Last thing is, you saw how crazy of a week 13 we had. So if you want to ride along with those VIP plays for week 14 with college football and NFL, I do have my college football and NFL season pass right here. I'll put it to the front. NFL and college football season pass. It's listed at $14.49, but that's not the price. I have it listed at 80% off right now. Just because, we're well into the season. So I'm not going to charge full price when we're already, pretty much a little more than halfway through the season. But so it's 80% off. So that knocks off a huge chunk. You can come over here. So this is what the landing page will look like for you guys. And then you'll see this little apply promo code box. You just type in code week 14 and you can see it knocks off $1,160 off that. So you will get the rest of the season, every single play I post for college football and NFL, all the way until past the Super Bowl. And guys, we still have a lot of season left. We still have 4 or 5 more weeks in the NFL. We still have college football playoffs. We still have NFL playoffs, and then obviously the Super Bowl at the end of the season. So we got a lot of season left. So don't be discouraged thinking it's almost over. So that knocks off almost $1,160, making it just $289 for the rest of the season. So I'm giving you guys a huge discount since we're a little bit past the season. And then even if this seems a little steep, you can do payment plans over here as well. So again, guys, you'll get every single play I post. Doesn't matter what day it is, Monday night football, Thursday night football, Friday college football, Saturday, Sunday. It doesn't matter. Every single play I block in, you're going to get that until all the way past the Super Bowl. So make sure to take advantage of that. I'll put that link down in the description below. That is all I got for you guys today. I gave you guys 3 free plays for this video. Make sure to show some support back, like this video, drop a comment, and most of all, subscribe because I'm posting free picks every single day. So don't miss out on that, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.